Hey, good afternoon, folks. I hope everyone's doing well. This is a roaming prepper channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me. If you are not new, thank you for coming back. Don't forget to like and subscribe while I'm thinking about it. If you want to share the video, that's always appreciated as well. And my microphone's kind of falling off here. Hold on a second. Ta-da. No, it's still working. Okay, sorry about that. Today's question is, I keep getting texts from people, and I'm on vacation today. Today's question is, how do you prepare and train at a lower cost with a firearm? There are a lot of things you can do. One thing you can do if you want to train with a firearm or with any other self-defense implement, whether it be a club, Filipino fighting sticks, a knife, a broadsword, is to practice in your yard. Of course, if you're swinging a sword around in your yard and your neighbors see you, they'll either think you're into cosplay and you get a bunch of questions, or they'll think you're nuts and you'll get the cops. Either way, training with a firearm, it's not quite as easy because, well, it shoots bullets and these things can go and hit other people while you're training if you're not in an appropriate area to train. One of the things I like to do is to use what I would refer to as a full-size training rifle, i.e. a full-size firearm that either shoots airsoft BBs or 22 long, that has the same size, roughly the same weight, and the same control systems as the actual firearm. Now, I actually own multiple AR-15s. I've got a new belt. It's a tactical belt, which I have to do a review on. And I lost weight, and now my pants are falling, so that'll be, I guess, a different video about my pants falling and the belt. Anyway, going back to the original subject, training with a firearm, you do it cheaper using a full-sized 22 and or airsoft and or BB, depending on where you are. If you have a range, that's great, easy. If you don't have a convenient range and you may not be able to train outside. For instance, you live in an apartment or a duplex or a townhome, and you might freak the neighbors out running around playing airsoft by yourself or training with it. You can train in the house with an airsoft, put up a target, and use the target as a pellet collector, if you will. So one of my favorite rifles to train with, and I will bring it with you here, is this one. So this, and I've done a full video of this before, is the HK416 in 22 caliber. This was actually a gift from my wife, and shortly after she started shooting it, and then she bought herself a Diamondback in 5.56, and then stole one of my scopes. But anyway, this particular rifle shoots 22 long, and actually, I'll show you one of the magazines. The mags are almost the full length. They're actually the full length, but of course, it necks down at the top to the 22 caliber. Right? It is a 30-round mag, so it gives you the feel of an actual 30-round shooting event. This one is rigged up, actually has the pop-up front and rear sights, so I can do iron sights training if I want to. As you can see, I've mounted a Fayachi red dot. I've also done a video on that one. I might have to do a video again, but as you can see, it's just a simple red dot, a little bit of a holographic going on there. Multiple colors. I got this for about, I got this for about 30 bucks. The rifle itself will run you a little more, obviously. This one, depending on if you get it new or used, could run you anywhere from $350 to $500. But as you can see, it is pretty much a full-length rifle. I can train the controls, mag release, safety is on the thumb side, the way it's supposed to be. The mag release is on the index side. Now it has this little button that pretends to be a bolt release, but it really doesn't have a bolt like an AR. It has a bolt like a 22, so it doesn't lock back. So in reality, there's not much you can do about it. But this is a great way for me to train. And as you can see, it has a little bitty bolt there. It allows me to train. I could use it at the range, get the full-size feel, right? You can practice coming up to target, dropping target, adjusting your sling, moving with your sling. The sling itself, I've picked up elsewhere, but you can come down, drop, put it at rest, could patrol carry it depending on how you're feeling that particular day. You could have a lot of fun with it, but it is full size. Ergo, you're not wasting a pile of money with very expensive bullets. Last I checked, 5.56 rounds are running you anywhere from 50 to 60 cents a round. They were up to $1 and change during COVID and the riots. 22 is a lot cheaper to shoot. Now, does it give you the full recoil? No, but a 5.56 really doesn't recoil that much. Those of you who've used it know. It's way louder, I might add, than a 22, but the recoil's not much different. The bottom line is, you don't have to buy something like that. You can find a half-decent 22 rifle for under $110. I have a Rossi carbine. It looks like an M1 carbine from World War I, just it's all black. I got that one for $96 in tax, or $108, give or take. I basically had a little 22 plinker. It's great, it's accurate. I've used it on the silhouette range out to 70 yards with iron sights. And at that point, my eyes don't see the target as well. And I hit consistently. It's a good little rifle. So find other ways to train. Get a full-size 22 or pellet gun or an airsoft gun, depending on what makes the most sense in your area. You may need licenses for a 22, depending on your state, whereas in most places you could get a full-size airsoft that has a slide, that has the mag release, and you just train the mag release, train the draw, train target acquisition, swap mags, put a new mag in, come up again. Doing these really rudimentary training items can really help you be prepared, God forbid you actually need to use the real firearm. Now, it does not replace going to the range every so often with the full-size pistol, the right caliber, and getting loud downrange with an actual 9mm, 45, 5.56, whatever it is you're shooting. But for the training, and if you're just looking to have some fun, 22 is great. If you have a new shooter in their family or in your circle, it's much easier to take a 22 long rifle, take them to the range so it's not overly loud, they don't get overstimulated, overwhelmed, and just calmly explain the use of the firearm. I've converted so many people from anti-gun to pro Second Amendment purely by taking them to a range with something like this or that little carbine and just shooting 22s at the silhouettes. They have a blast, they realize the gun is not the devil, and you also get to learn safety, eye-hand coordination. You teach the basics so nobody gets hurt. In the future, you now have a competent shooter, not just an idiot who can pull the trigger. And that's probably the most important lesson here. Listen, guys, you guys be good, be safe. Get your training time in. I'm about to head to the range. Like I said, I took the day off. I had some things to do, and I found myself having done them before lunch. So I'm going to go to the range for lunch, and I'm going to go screw off, since technically I'm on vacation. In any case, you guys take care of yourselves. God bless, Godspeed, and I will see you on my next video. You guys take care of yourselves.